This week on General Hospital, word about Dalton's disappearance began spreading, and it didn't take long for people to speculate that he hadn't left town on his own. Carly set the tone early when she woke up in Jack's bed and told him she didn't regret the night before, even as she admitted she was worried about Joss and Lucas. Meanwhile, Joss was in bed with Vaughn, updating Jack over the phone while Vaughn listened, and later told Vaughn that she hated involving Lucas in anything tied to Marco or Sidwell. Jack arranged a meeting with Vaughn in an alley, heard his update about Dalton and Joss, and then had 2 agents take Vaughn into custody after warning him not to cross lines again. At juvie, Dante arrived to see Rocco and tried hard to reassure him that things would work out. Rocco hoped to be released in time to get home for Thanksgiving. Dante left, and later, Sonny showed up and Sir Rocco had been beaten, presumably by other inmates. Sonny confronted the guards about what had happened. He then informed Rocco that anyone who attacks him would also be confronting Sonny. Soon after, Britt arrived and immediately treated Rocco's injuries, asked who attacked him, and warned the guard not to let anything else happen to him. Later at Windermere, Britt confronted Sidwell, and he made comments that told her he knew about the attack. Nathan went to the facility, removed Rocco, and brought him to the PPPD despite not having clear authority to do so. Lulu rushed in to see her son, and back home, Danny and Charlotte filled him in on everything they had been doing to try and help. Outside, Lulu asked Jason if Sonny had anything to do with Dalton's disappearance, and Jason told her he didn't. Laura spent her morning dealing with the fallout as Sonny warned her she'd need to act surprised when Dalton was officially reported missing. She told Sonny she'd spent half the night searching her apartment for a weapon that someone may have planted, and even suggested putting Dalton's body back in her trunk so she could confess, but Sonny told her absolutely not. Martin arrived soon after, congratulated Laura with flowers, and immediately accused Sonny of nearly costing her the election, leading to an argument about Laura relying on Sonny for help. Across town, Britt told Jason she didn't want his help, and didn't trust him to keep her safe, and Jason told her he wasn't going anywhere. Ava spent part of the week talking separately with Trina and Portia, trying to keep the peace after Trina admitted she told Jordan she wouldn't support her getting back together with her father, and Portia worried Nina had told the police something that could turn the Drew investigation toward her. At the Port Charles Grill, Drew told Martin that he and Willow were getting married on Thanksgiving and asked Martin to officiate. Drew also made it clear he intended to hold Curtis responsible for things he believed Curtis had done. He further declared that he would get revenge on anyone who had crossed him, particularly Michael. Stella, Curtis, and Trina were dining nearby, and Stella eventually went to confront Drew, accusing him of going after her and her family and telling him he deserved whatever came next. Over at Drew's house, Albrecht brought Nina with her and told Willow they all needed to talk. Nina told Willow that she was sorry and that she still wanted to attend the wedding if Willow would allow it, and Willow said they could try to repair their relationship, but she wasn't making any promises. By Wednesday evening, Rocco was home, but his case wasn't settled. Vaughn had been taken by Jack's men, Britt was dealing with what she'd learned about Sidwell, Laura still had to pretend Dalton's disappearance was news to her, and Sidwell's involvement in multiple events was becoming harder for everyone to ignore. Chase and Brooklyn agreed to stare bad karma in the face by preparing a Thanksgiving dinner that would actually succeed and break the mansion's curse. Whether or not that actually happens remains to be seen. The week ended with more people concluding that the Dalton situation wasn't contained. It was getting far murkier than anyone had thought.